This video will be as spoilerless as possible and will analyze core themes. Let's start with a thought experiment. If your loved ones were killed, would you pursue revenge? What would you do to the culprit? And if a new opportunity appeared to love again, would you? These are questions that plagued 12-year-old Dio. He loved his mother from the bottom of his heart, the only light, which made the slums where they lived and his abusive father bearable. The father's craving for booze was so severe that he worked his wife to death. It broke Dio. This was the final push that made him cross the line. He poisoned his father and made the vow to never be weak again. If only 19th century England had better mental health care. Due to the possibility of feeling such pain again, he was determined never to open up and let somebody in his heart. To show everybody his strength by being at the top. That is why even after being adopted into the very rich and loving Joestar family, he spent 7 years preparing to steal their fortune. But his plan to kill his foster father with poison was discovered by his brother, Jonathan Joestar, also known as Jojo. It made Dio reject his humanity even more by turning himself into a vampire, forcing Jonathan to learn vampire killing techniques. This trend of pushing each other to new heights can be seen through the rest of their lives and continues between their legacies. What began as a fight for the heritage of the Joestar family escalated into a battle for the planet. Their final fight ended with a costly victory. Dio killed Jonathan and replaced the brother's head to take over Jonathan's body, but he also was imprisoned in a coffin for almost a century. After Dio emerged in the 80s, he acted like a rock star, making love and drinking blood like there was no tomorrow. That being said, he didn't always suck dry his lovers, and even unknown to him had a son. After some time he was stabbed by a special arrow. While the spiritually weak die from it, the strong gain a stand, a personification of the user's spiritual energy with its ability usually reflecting the user's deepest desire. Although there are exceptions, almost all stands have these properties. Firstly, only a stand user can see stands. Secondly, because a stand is an extension of the user similarly to an arm, it can be freely controlled, all senses are shared and damages it receives are transferred to the user. Thirdly, weaker is the stand, further away it can move from the user. Dio's stand name was the World and had the terrifying ability to stop time. In the beginning only for a fraction of a second, but the more he trained, the longer it got. And it is on top of his vampiric abilities. But where there is a shadow, there is a light. Powerful people keep influencing other lives even after death with their legacies. By piercing Dio, Jonathan's body was also involved, and because of the bloodline's special bond, the arrow affected all Jonathan's descendants, including his great-great-grandson Jotaro Kujo. It is easy to know if somebody is part of their bloodline. All have the Joestar birthmark, a 5-star shaped mark, on the backside of the left shoulder. Luckily Jotaro's Star Platinum gained the same ability as Dio's the World, and during the final battle the 17-year-old badass, in 1988 finally managed to finish what his great-great-grandfather could not. The planet once more was saved. But you know what they say about powerful people. Talking about legacies, I must also mention Speedwago. Bro for life has nothing on this man. In front of his loyalty towards Jonathan, death is just a minor inconvenience, because the Speedwago Foundation constantly supports the Joestar bloodline. If Jonathan is who Dio could have been had he been in a loving family from the get-go, then Speedwago is who he could have become had he accepted the Joestar family love. Hopefully, you will gain an extra appreciation for JoJo Part 6 Stone Ocean and also watch the episode reviews. For example, like father, like daughter, both are delinquents, who start their parts arrested and disrespect their parents.